Hey, besties. Welcome to the very first episode of your Travel Bestie is Kat, the podcast where travel is fun, easy, and stress-free. I'm Kat, your travel agent BFF, and the owner of Kat's Perfect Getaways. Have you ever thought, I want to travel, but I don't even know where to start? Well, this is your place. You found your home. This first episode is all about me, why I started this podcast, and what you can expect in future episodes. Plus, I'll drop a quick travel tip you can use immediately because that's what your travel bestie does. So, a little about me. I started Kat's Perfect Getaways because I wanted to be the person I always wished I had when I was planning my own trips. The one who says, "Don't worry, girl, I got you." I've seen travelers overpay, overpack, heck, I've been one of them, or stress out over things that could have been solved with one quick tip. And honestly, it breaks my heart, makes me sad. That's exactly what this podcast is for, to help you travel smarter, stress less, and have more fun. Let me tell you a quick story. One of my first clients was about to miss a cruise because she booked the wrong date. Panic fully set in. We fixed it, and she made it on board. And now she swears by travel planning with me. That's the kind of behind the scenes help you get from your travel bestie. We also had a little snafu one time getting some folks to Alaska. I stayed up until about 3 a.m. tracking their flights. Then I also have boots on the ground in Alaska. That's where my middle son lives. I knew he was several hours behind and also doesn't sleep a lot. We're the two in the family that are the night owls. So I challenged him to follow along. I recruited him. I let him know that he was now a Kat's Perfect Getaways intern. He was going to get a hat. And I needed him to track these flights and text them to let them know that they were on track. He did, and he did a great job. I got to remember to mail him that hat. I think I forgot to give it to him at Christmas. Let's keep going. What is this podcast about? I know you're curious. Heck, I am too. Each week, I'll bring you tips to make travel easy, stories that are fun, real, and relatable, secrets from the cruise lines, resorts, and destinations that I know, little tips and tricks, things I've just figured out from all of my misadventures and travel fun. Advice on how to avoid mistakes that can cost you time, money, and stress. Because let's be honest, we've all been there, done that, right? I know I have. Some episodes will be solo chats with me. Others will feature guests like travel insurance experts. I got a guy. Cruise reps, and maybe some fellow travel pros. Some of the BDMs that help us make the travel magic that work for the cruise lines. And yes, I'll also share client stories so you can learn from real life trips, the good, the funny, and the oops moments. And maybe sometimes just the this went wrong, but you know what? It turned out even better. All right, besties. Here's your first travel tip from your travel bestie, Kat. Always double check your travel documents before your trip. Seriously, you do not want to show up at the airport with a passport that expired 2 months ago. Hey, that's another reason to use your travel bestie as well, because I'm going to be a little annoying. I'm reminding you about your passport, that you needed to update it, renew it, order it for that cruise that you booked that you still don't have it for. Then I'm going to remind you that it's a closed loop cruise and maybe you should get that birth certificate copy, you know, the original copy one that they'll let you on the boat with. Yep, that's right. That's another reason to use your travel agent. So those were, I guess, 2 tips, right? Check that paperwork. Make sure it's accurate. Make sure nothing's expired. Make sure you have it. So when you guys get in the car to head to the airport or to start your drive, if you're going to drive down, however you're going to get there, just take a quick minute check. Everyone in the travel party. Do we have our passports? Do we have our birth certificates? Do we have our Gold Star ID to get on the plane if we're staying stateside? These are all important things, and we need to make sure that we have them. And if you check before you leave, it's just going to eliminate all that stress. It's just your last minute little note, make it in your phone, a little pop up. We're going to check our stuff. And that's the kind of things I want to help you with every single episode. Little tips and tricks to make all our lives easier. So here's what you can expect moving forward. We're going to have a new episode every week. I'm going to give you some insider tips, some client stories, some cruise secrets, some destination hacks, maybe some destinations you've never even thought of. Aren't you dying to know where my favorite place to go is? Some of you know. Shh, it's a secret. Don't tell. We're going to have that in an episode. Guests will help you travel smarter, not harder. And trust me, subscribing is the easiest way to make sure your travel bestie is always in your corner. Whispering in your ear, kind of. So that's it for our first episode, besties. We're keeping this one short and sweet. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you feel a little more confident about your next adventure. Next episode, we're going to dive into travel insurance secrets, what you really need to know, how to protect your trips. I got a scary story today that someone had encouraged another fellow travel pro to get insurance, and we're going to talk about that in the next episode. Why most travelers get it wrong. You do not want to miss it. Until then, say yes to travel. And remember, your travel bestie is Kat, and I'm here for you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single tip, story, or secret from your travel bestie. Until then,